the state Mansfield Town's in is not the manager and it's not the players, what other callers have said.
Yeah.
It is Mr. Haslem.
Can we have a word with Katie, do you think, before the end of the show? Because he's a personal friend, of course. And a marvellous man, and I won't have anybody putting him down, even though his team are a load of...
Yeah, you're calling Mansfield a bunch of losers.
Well, they are. They lost. How can they not be a bunch of losers if they lost?
You're just calling them, aren't you?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying they're a load of...
They're not all a load of that, though, are they?
If they lost, they must be a load of... We seem to have a few calls coming in. Let's go to the phones. Hello, who's calling?
Hello.
Hello, what is it?
I want to know if a bunch of Sparrites have taken over our radio station. I'm fed up because we've got 3 players playing for us and they're absolutely garbage. It's like ping pong at back. They're just not using the edge. It's pathetic.
Proving this is a station to listen to, proving this show works. I can now welcome to Mansfield 103.2 Bill Dearden. Hello.
Hello.
Manager of Mansfield Town. How did they do today then? I've just said some morons and idiots on saying that I'm wrong to say they did a load of... I mean, they were rubbish, weren't they? They lost.
Bill Dearden speechless with that one.
Is it a problem with concentration?
If he wanted more concentration, he'd have saved it, no problem. But I mean, it's got deflected onto the crossbar, and the lads just headed it in.
I just feel that we need a bit of positive input. There's other ways that you can get listeners without rubbishing the local football team.
I'm not rubbishing them. Get it into your thick heads. These stupid people calling this programme thinking I'm rubbishing the team is a load of nonsense. I'm not. I'm their biggest fan.
I've just switched the radio on. And all I've listened to
is
10 minutes of negative things about the football.
No. Well, you obviously need to clean your ears out and you're not listening properly because what I'm doing is trying to get passion back into this area. I'm trying to get passion. I'm trying to get passion back into this area with regards to Mansfield Town. And I'm doing it because you're ringing me now.
The lunchtime phone-in with Alex Belfield. Honest, real, passionate debate. You have been warned.
Mansfield Town.
Hi, it's Alex Belfield from Mansfield 103.2. We're recording at the moment. Can I speak to Keith Haslem, please?
I'm afraid he's not in today.
Is Bill Dearden in?
No, he's day off today. The only person who's around is Stuart Watkins, the youth development officer, if you want to have a word with him.
Oh, OK, I'd love that. Thank you.
Right, just a moment.
Thank you.
Hello there.
Hello, Stuart.
Speaking.
Hello, it's Alex Belfield from Mansfield 103.2.
Hello, mate.
I don't know whether you can help me or not.
Right.
And we had a lot of calls on Saturday on the phone-in regarding the ground and what's happening to their ends. And I was wondering if you could enlighten me at all on what is happening with your end.
My end is incomplete.
Yes.
Well, both ends is incomplete, I should say.
Indeed.
We honestly don't know, mate. No one apart from the chairman, I don't think, knows. I asked him at the start of the season, when it was all being knocked down, what was going on, and he said, obviously, he was hoping that they'd be more or less completed by Christmas.
Do you think it'd be worth me ringing him tomorrow?
Yeah, you could have a go.
All right.
And if you find out what's happening, let us know.
OK, I will do indeed. I may get somewhere, but I probably won't.
OK, then, mate.
I fear that. You couldn't put me back on hold so I could sing along to that lovely tune again, could you?
I don't know how to, mate. No, don't at me on the radio for not knowing how to do it, but I don't know how to do it.
Stuart,
right?
Nice to talk to you, mate.
All right.
Speak to you soon.
Bye.
Ta-ra, love.
And now, the confrontation you've been waiting for. Alex Belfield talks exclusively to Keith Haslem, chairman of Mansfield Town Football Club.
Mansfield Town.
Hi, it's Matt from Mansfield 103.2 again. Is Keith Haslem about, please?
I'll just see, just a moment.
Thanks a lot. Hello, Keith, it's Matt again. Is it okay to talk now, then?
Yeah, fine.
So hello to Alex.
Hello, Mr. Haslem.
Hello there.
Nice to talk to you. I'm sorry it's taken us so long to talk. Congratulations, of course, for last Monday's game. It was certainly entertaining to listen to with many goals. Something that does concern me, however, and I'm sure it concerns you, is the lack of support for the club. Only 3,000 fans going week in, week out. Do you think that you can rekindle the passion back into Mansfield Town so people are coming week in, week out?
Hopefully, I can understand the supporters. Not just the supporters, the community at large out there. I've been here 6 years now, and it's been hard times. With more affluence coming to the area, they will create that passion and that more money available to go out and spend and come and watch football.
Just before you go, you have had your critics in the past. I do a phone-in. I don't know, have you actually listened to my programme?
I do listen to it sometimes.
What would you like to say now to your critics across Mansfield, Ashfield and Bolsover to put their minds at rest?
I think you've just got to look at the facts at the moment. Admittedly, the stands haven't gone up over the years, and I don't expect supporters to understand. Because when I got involved, I didn't understand about the inquiries, what it entailed.
Why were there delays, Mr. Haslem?
Because it's all related to land we had adjacent to the football club that was subject to a planning inquiry.
I don't know if you heard Monday's programme after the match, but we did a phone-in where we had an extraordinary response on the phones about the ends of the ground. One thing that people did say, firstly, that they felt they weren't told enough, they felt left in the dark. But I just questioned, was your announcement today due to the reaction on the programme on Monday?
No, because it was looked at before Christmas that obviously we were looking to make pledges for the new millennium.
Mr. Haslem, I would sincerely like to thank you for calling the number one sports show for Mansfield, Ashford and Bolsover. Those people who have misunderstood the show, believing that I'm a critic of the club, is not true. I tell the truth. I support them when they do well and point out when they do badly. I am their biggest fan. I'm your biggest supporter, and I thank you for calling us today. Finally, what has your response been to the programme?
In all fairness, I don't listen to it because I'm either at the game or...
I thought you said earlier you listened a bit. You'd heard part of it.
No, sorry, I thought you meant the Friday night. Just generally, I think it angers some people because they believe you're derisory and towards the employees here.
I'm not meaning to be derisory. I just try and tell the truth, and I think you would agree with me on this, that if your team lose, we need to address that to encourage them to do better, to win.
Well, I agree, but also after the game on Monday, where we won 4-3, there was pressure tried to be implemented on Billy to talk about the stadium.
With regards to the programme generally, all I'm trying to do is raise the profile and get Mansfield Town into the Premiership of football. We're not necessarily in the league, but in the Premiership of being talked about.
Well, I can understand that, but also the football club don't want the profile of Mansfield radio raised at the expense of the football club.
I cannot deny that this programme is more popular than it's ever been, and Mansfield 103.2 Sport and the radio station is huge now. But I don't believe that we are putting you down. We are raising your profile as much as we're raising ours.
All I would say is, as long as it comes through to the right channels, I'm sure Billy's willing to speak about on football matters.
Mr. Chairman, I thank you for talking to me today.
No problem.
If I can ask you one thing, if we can keep in contact and talk to each other, if you ever have a problem with my programme and you want to speak to me off air, say you want to speak to me off air and you can talk to me at any time. If you'd like to talk to me on the air, we'd love to have you back on. Our relationship is paramount to this programme. And I thank you once again for talking to the number one station for Mansfield, Ashford and Bolsover. Thank you, Chairman of Mansfield Town, Mr. Keith Haslem.
No problem.
Alex Belfield.